Morning. Thinking about requests that you're making of government, you previously made it very clear that London needs, in your view, £4.9 billion a year for 10 years for funding for affordable housing. That was a request that you made of the previous government. Have you made the same request of the new government?
So the Deputy for Housing has met regularly with CLG. In fact, we had a meeting yesterday with some of their officials in relation to funding ask. I think the task force he set up revised that figure to circa £4 billion, and that's the figure we'll be using in relation to conversations with the government. The moment we'll be aware.
Sorry, you've reduced what you're asking for from the new government?
No, I've not reduced what I'm asking for.
So you're still asking for £4.9 billion a year for 10 years for housing?
The task force has amended their figure from £4.9 billion to £4 billion. We'll be using the figure the task force has given us.
So is that a total of £4 billion or an annual sum of £4 billion?
That's the figure the task force advised we need over the course of the next 10 years in relation to addressing some of the challenges.
OK, so you've avoided my question. So I'm going to assume you're not still making that request of £4.9 billion a year for 10 years. We were looking at the things that the Labour group here have been asking for. Of all the motions that the Labour group have asked for over the last term, those 3 years, that totalled £4.64 billion. Included among that was £1.5 billion for TfL. Are those requests that you've particularly specifically put to the new government?
I'm not aware of those figures, no.
You're not aware of what the Labour group are doing? I mean, surely you follow closely the request that they make of government, don't you?
I'm not aware of the figures you've read out.
So you're not asking the government for the £1.5 billion for TfL that the Labour group sitting over there asked for?
I'll be publishing, as I do every year, the request I make of the government in advance of the budget, and that'll be public in due course. OK.
Are you still asking for the £500 million a year vehicle excise duty that's from London drivers that doesn't go to London?
I'll be publishing the letter to the Chancellor in due course, and I know he's impatient, but it'll be published in the next couple of weeks.
OK. So, I mean, the overarching question that I had was whether, since the election, you're still standing up for London, or whether you're watering down your requests and dialling back what you're asking for so as not to embarrass your new friends in government. I think you've been very clear, Mr Mayor, you have done exactly that, and you're letting London down by dropping all of these big asks that you've had for government going back many years. I think, for once, I've had a very clear answer to my question.